Yo. What up? Good morning, GM. Thursday. January still? Yeah. January 30th. It's like the longest month of the year. 2025. Look at that. Another beautiful day to have a beautiful day. I got my co-host in the house, Tyler Mando. Good morning. How you doing today?
Fantastic. How are you?
Fantastic. So good. Bears are so fucking wrecked, dude. Oh my god. I feel like, honestly, like I'm not like that type, but like swear to god, like whenever like markets go up and bears get wrecked, like I get like genuinely joy in my heart.
Yeah.
And I wake up like, I don't know, just the fact knowing that a few people that went short in the market were liquidated, like just makes me feel good about myself. Yeah.
Me too.
I don't know. You too, Tyler? How you doing?
What a morning. The Monday to Thursday swing that we just do every week is just incredible. Thursdays are amazing. Everything is bright green. We've got the chair of the Federal Reserve, Jay Powell.
Pumping up bags, baby.
So what more could we ask for?
Shout out to Jerome Powell.
Now we have the Manhattan Project for come.
And we have the Manhattan Project for come now. I mean, it's crazy. It's almost like Monday to Friday, y'all just like focus on your work and your real life activities. And then come back on Thursday, and then Sunday, also fuck off and spend time with your family, because Sundays we dump and everybody's bear posting anyways. So, trade on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then just do whatever you got to do the rest of the day, go to church on Sunday. I don't know, whatever you're used to doing, spend time with your kids, take in the water park. I mean, no water park here, more like an ice park, but you know what I mean by that. Anyways, today on the show, Today, what are we talking about today? All right, so markets, green. Wow, 106.2. Fuck me. Love that. Let's go. Wow. Amazing. Great markets, lovely markets, the best markets, the biggest markets, the most amazing markets, the most fantastic markets. What are we talking about as well? We're talking about Tyler's top 1,000. We're back at the top 1,000, Tyler. I know for a fact that you're going to have a lot to talk about. I don't think we have a guest today, so that's great because we'll have time to actually really go. Yeah, we don't, so we'll have time to go through everything. And at the end of the show, loot box spins. So from just here on, rafflebot.xyz, sign up now. Rafflebot.xyz. We're gonna give a code during the show, and if you're in there, then you'll be able to win. Mando, just quickly, the guy won yesterday. The guy won the punk last time.
Oh, really?
We have someone on the show that is the most lucky human being on earth. Pretty wild, right? Not only that, he got selected a third time before that, and we rejected him because of that. Because it wasn't during that 1 month blackout that we have. So
wow.
it was pretty. Yeah. You missed some crazy shit. Yes, he won a red guy. Poor dude. But it's actually we have a lot of lucky people. But for the new folks on the show, it's because you have to sign up on rafflebot.xyz. And last but not least, this show is powered by Galaxis. Galaxis is a Web3 platform empowering creators and brands to build unstoppable communities with full ownership and independence, trusted by icons like Donald Trump, Steve Aoki, Mike Tyson, and the NBA, shaping together the future of engagement. But also Fairside. Every day we see people's wallets get drained. Fairside is about to launch the fair alternative to insurance for crypto scams. Check out Fairside Network on X. If you get drained, you won't get wrecked.
Who is the man, Black old daddy of the land? Can you dig it?
GM, everyone. So I think we called it pretty well on the show actually yesterday.
Damn right we did.
We had the Fed yesterday. They kept rates unchanged, which we said would happen. We also said to fade the first move, because you generally get Darth Maul wicks on FOMC day. We did indeed go down initially. Bitcoin, I think, went close to 100K again, and then everything went up. I think it would have settled kind of unchanged if Powell hadn't actually made some pretty specific comments around Bitcoin, basically saying, that they think banks should not debank. basically for active crypto users, and that they should be basically supporting the crypto economy. Before this, Powell had wanted nothing to do with crypto, had basically said, we can't hold Bitcoin, we don't want to be involved. Now, he didn't say that they're going to get involved in owning Bitcoin, but he basically seemed more supportive of crypto from, let's say, an arm's length situation. So after that happened, everything started to kind of send, actually. Bitcoin was strong, AI coins started to bounce, and it just kind of felt like we were set up for a decent day. Then the internet capital markets struck. It looked like overnight there was a coin from a company / a Venmo co-founder called Jelly, which is a video app of some sort.
No, you understand. It's a podcastless podcast.
Love it. Yeah, so that's worth $200 million in internet capital markets.
Yes.
I was asleep. I was in my European time zone. Went to bed at 11:30 actually last night. And
I love that.
Got the message when it was at about 6 million in the group chat I'm in. Missed it again. That's 3 for 3 of recent launches I've missed.
Those European hours are brutal.
Yeah,
just for internet capital markets.
For the internet capital markets. So I just woke up and had like 700 messages in one chat, and I was like, what has happened overnight now? And then another one with this a bunch being like, Mando's going to be so annoyed when he wakes up that he missed this, XYZ. And yeah, so I woke up, luckily for me, my biggest bag, which is Radium, at the moment, that's having a good day. As I've said several times before, I do think this is one of the best coins if you're bullish on the internet capital markets. So that's up. But generally, you saw buyback tokens again do strong yesterday. Hype was up a lot, Radium, and then I would say the strongest coins in memes and AI were up. A lot of them are up more, but then when this Jelly coin came out, I think everyone realized that we're back to buying the runner of the day, and potentially it's very difficult to hold on to bags for a long time. So I think people dumped a bunch of AI coins which had been running and plowed into this Jelly coin. So Fartcoin's been the main gainer. I mean, that touched just below 800 million, I think, yesterday, or around 800 million. It's now up at 1.2. So that's up about 50% since kind of the lows of yesterday. Other than that, ARK had a good day, but then kind of gave back a bit of it. AI16Z bounced a little bit. That's now called Eliza OS, by the way. It's renamed itself. And then there weren't that many other like runners yesterday, apart from Jelly. I think there was the Manhattan Project for Come, but other than that, it wasn't a big day. Macro had a bit of a mixed day. There was tech earnings yesterday. Stocks actually did close a little bit lower after the Fed, but gold is continuing to go on high. I think it's just hit an all-time high. I'm getting alert at the moment. So, yeah, it's definitely not that bad a situation in macro for crypto right now.
Dude, this is this is great. I mean, there's no FOMC in February, so it looks like after the comments from Powell, we're gonna have a good month, given that the literal last thing he spoke about yesterday was Bitcoin. Like literally, you're always remembered by the last words you give. Never the first, never in the between. Nobody gives a fuck, especially in the internet of capital markets, right? We only care about the last thing. And this is fact, right? In general in life, like you remember like in the speech, like you want to end with a bang, right?
Yeah.
And he was asked a tricky question about Bitcoin. It appears the person was like pretty anti-Bitcoin. So it was a very negative like connotation to the question. Correct me if I'm wrong, right, Tyler?
Yeah.
And he literally turned it around. You put a tweet out about it, Ty, kind of like breaking it down. What did he say again?
It was definitely a leading question for him to be negative about crypto.
Yes.
Probably like take a jab at Trump, right?
Correct.
And then But yeah, he flipped it and he said basically he thinks banks should be able to serve customers
Correct.
with crypto and not deny them.
That's
He
it.
said, hey, we're pro innovation. And yes, he wants to see a better regulatory framework for crypto. So I was watching all this live, sweating it. You know, I've got longs open, all this. All I want is this presser to end because like it had been very positive.
It's funny during the interview, it was like, stop talking, keep talking, stop talking, keep talking.
And it's like, oh wow. So actually keep talking a little bit longer. Like this was a fantastic way. So I didn't know there was no February. So
I mean, March 18, 19. So 19th is when it matters.
Guys, for 6 weeks, we just have to fade some bad, like we got to fade bad inflation data, basically. Like what are the macro? Of course, there other things can happen, right? But like from these are the core things you have to worry about. It seems like maybe we have some clear skies.
There are no macros. I love you.
For daily NFT and crypto analysis. Tyler T on FOMO hour cause the kids can't miss.
Folks, crypto majors are green and soaring after a neutral / bullish FOMC. Solana leading the way. Bitcoin back over 106,000. XCN, DEX, Hype, and Ray led alts. Hype and Ray, next gen DeFi, huge days. I'm sure we'll jump into that. Hype specifically over $27 now. Flipped Ethereum in fees generated over the past 24 hours. So a big metric there. Several states have introduced new strategic Bitcoin reserve bills, including Texas, Illinois, and Kentucky. And guess what? Utah, I think they are the first state to actually have passed a bill in the Senate. So they are one step closer to actually putting this into action. So for news out of 4 big states, Norway's central bank revealed that it owns $500 million of MicroStrategy. So maybe not Bitcoin, but they have their exposure via Big Mike. And then Robinhood is rolling out access to Bitcoin and Ethereum futures to its U.S. customers.
Was it their central bank, or was it that can't be their central bank owns MicroStrategy, or is it their pension fund? They have a very big like sovereign wealth fund.
Oh, I saw the headline. I did not dig into that one. Maybe we can.
That'd be wild if the Norwegian central bank owns MicroStrategy, right?
It would be.
Wow, it is them. Oh, it's a central bank fund. Wow, that is crazy.
I don't know what's going on, but I'm bullish.
I mean, the fact that the central bank even owns that is...
Well, hold on. Can we just pause here? I know you got a lot of topics. Like, what are you guys talking about? Like, I missed the whole trade right now. Like, what's
okay,
going on?
right now we're like moments away from the Czech national central bank voting on Bitcoin Reserve. I didn't know this, but Norway's central bank is much bigger than the Czech.
Norway as well?
The Norwegian sovereign wealth fund is actually one of the biggest sovereign wealth funds in the world. It's Norwegian sovereign wealth fund size is 1.5.
That was yesterday, right?
$1.75 trillion. It's massive. So if they own MicroStrategy, that's kind of wild. If it's the central bank as well, rather than even the sovereign wealth fund.
They do, bro. They have more than $335 million worth of exposure. Shout out to our friends over at CoinDesk for covering that. So looks good. I think send it. All right, Tyler. What else you got for us? What?
I think it's the wealth fund. I don't think it's the central bank. Looking at it now.
All right, so good clarification, but still bullish headline there. In token calls and airdrops, SWE went live on Phantom. I think we briefly touched on that. I want to dig into that today a little bit. Pump Fund flipped Solana and ETH in 30-day revenue. Just another big feather in the cap for Alan. Kraken introduced Kraken Pay, allowing customers to send money in crypto anywhere. And I think breaking right before the show, they brought back staking for U.S. customers. So we may have to dig into that. The Safe Foundation launched a $65 million DeSci fund. D3 announced a $25 million Series A for its domain Phi network. And then Ethos Network launched its app, kind of social Phi adjacent. You can go long or short reputation of KOLs. In AI, made a point there. It's kind of a mixed day. Market cap up 7%. Leaders are green. Fartcoin leading the way. AI16Z, AIXBT. A bit more muted rallies than I was expecting, if I'm being honest. We can jump into that. A new token Rift came out from the Faraway team. Their idea is a Shopify for AI. Briefly soared to 250 million, but fell all the way back to 60 million. And then AI16's Shaw has gone on CNBC to talk about Eliza OS.
Oh, wow.
He's going on the press a little bit. Memes and NFTs. Memes mostly chopped. Jelly runner of the day. We kind of went there a little bit. We can dig in more. Hit 250 million, 690 million in volume in 12 hours.
Nice.
So serious capital in those internet capital markets. We saw another product, this Kaio token ran to 32 million. I think it's down. We also saw several Trump branded merch shops, including a new Trump watches store, except Trump tokens for payments.
I saw that.
So if you've been waiting for utility for those Trump tokens, perhaps you just got it. And then Pudgy Penguins announced a partnership with Pez to bring Pingu to life with one of the largest.
Love that.
So that
I just found the Ethos chain. I like how the most credible person on the Ethos chain is the founder of the Ethos chain.
Of course.
He's a good guy, but I do think that's pretty funny.
He is a good guy, actually.
He's number one.
Of course he is. China number one, you know. So I saw that. It's actually very clean UI. Shout out to them. I saw it the other day.
Are we on this? Do we go?
I think you have to sign up to be on there. So I have not signed up yet.
Let me sign up.
It'd be
The thing with that is that you have people then like literally your haters. Like I have some haters that followed me there to like write negative reviews.
You've got too much of a checkered past, dude. Like I can go on.
I think, but that's the challenge with that product specifically. And like they kind of introduced this idea back in the FinTech days, and I kind of challenged it back then. The haters out there are more motivated than your fans. So
of course. Like you're not going to ask your fans to go write reviews. It's kind of cringe, right? But your haters are the first people to go write reviews, like on something like that, which is fine. But I think it's kind of the downside of a platform like that.
So we'll see. And then also AI XPT became one of the more trusted KOLs on there yesterday. And like if you follow AI XPT, like objectively, it shares false information like every single day on X. So I don't actually think that AI XPT is a trustworthy KOL by definition. It's a longer discussion, but we'll see how it pans out. Kudos to OX5F for getting it up and running. Do we want to dig deeper into internet capital markets, or where do you want to start, Farokh? I feel like you've got some
dude,
feelings.
You tell me, brother. You tell me where you want to start.
Yeah, let's start there. I think Mando kind of went there. So story kind of pops late last night, about 7 p.m. Central Time. Sam Lesson is a VC. He's a seed investor in Solana, Venmo, and others. It looks like he has teamed up with the co-founder of Venmo to launch this meme coin Jelly. It starts kind of going around crypto Twitter. I'd say like the $7 million range is kind of where I first saw it. So the token, it's tied to their new product, this Jelly app. They say it's for creators, and then they will provide access to the app via the token. So somewhat perhaps of utility. The app itself, video chat, social app, again, like a podcast, kind of like you mentioned. It really gained steam as Totally retweeted it. So the endorsement from Solana, and then Solana Raj kind of went on a tear last night. He was just kind of touting this internet capital markets idea. Yeah. Companies are going to start launching on Solana. I mean, this actually isn't the first, right? So I think Vine token is arguably the first mover in this internet capital markets, or perhaps I'm missing one. I think it's the first one that's really made a splash, where Russ came on, launched the token, and now that there's talks about how they're going to integrate it, how Vine is perhaps going to be integrated within X, and it's just started kind of a big firestorm of debate. Are we bringing IPOs on chain? Are people foolish? Do people think they're getting equity in these tokens? Are they all going to go to zero? Are these founders all just kind of laughing at us? There's certainly a lot to unpack, but it seems like, at least early on, like the Solana founders are behind this. Now, granted, I think maybe we can't take retweets too deeply as endorsements. I think they've done that a lot, but it's hard to argue that like this market isn't hungry for this.
Yeah,
volume speaks for itself. Vine was doing half a billion in volume on a daily basis for like the several days after it came out. It was leading the Solana DEX, and now let's check in on this token right now.
That was doing good. That was a proper launch. The Vine one. Thought that was good.
Oh god, what's this Ross Ulbricht stuff?
Yeah, did you guys see that? I just sent this to you guys. On the time. Let's finish on Jelly Jelly and go there. It's pretty fucked up.
Yeah, so 700 million in volume on Jelly Jelly here. And again, it's like 18 hours old, so it's not even.
I was trying to short it on your boy's platform yesterday. I couldn't because there's not enough liquidity. So I actually went on the platform. I put the trade on, and it kept failing on me. But that's not their fault, right? There's just not enough liquidity yet. Someone had to set up. It's 9:05. Can explain this to me just now on the side how it works out. But then Hyperliquid came out with it, and I was already like off the computers. But like at 250, I was trying to launch a short on it. I think it's great overall. Like the trenches ate yesterday. Like for example, like the Altis Kitchen, like we're talking about yesterday. Like these guys had a $2 million. And a lot of people made. I thought Frank made $1 million, another mil. But a lot of people ate, right? And I think like trenches eating is the most positive outcome at all times because trenches were cooked. Like I did a little bit of trenching last week, and like nothing would make it past a couple million. No pump fund makes it past 100K. Nothing would go past like 5-10 mil. Nothing. It was like so cooked. And then you have this capital injection. Of course, like to get capital injection into someone's hands, it has to come from somebody else. But it does appear that a lot of like trenchers and the people that are like always gambling nonstop in the casino made a lot of money, which I personally think is a net positive. Obviously, like some people could disagree with me on that. So on the token side, I'm cool. I listened to the spaces yesterday, and I was just frustrated from a founder's perspective, not the trencher perspective. Trencher perspective, like the DJ Farouk was like, "Fuck yeah, let's go, jelly, like run it up, like $1 billion." But like founder Farouk, I was like, "The fuck is going on here?" Like these guys used to make fun of us in the last bear market, like literally, like lesson. They used to write about us in negative connotation, and all of a sudden, he's dropping meme coin is the future of technology. And then you go and I'm like, okay, I'm curious. Like, let me go at 100 mil. I'm like, let's go. Like, maybe I'll make like a sizable bet because you know me, I like to make like a sizable bet once it's like got volume. And let's be honest, sizable bet at 80 to 100 mil, you would have cooked. And then you go listen, and these guys are like, and I genuinely tried to listen, and then you have Casey Neistat going on there asking the hard questions, which are not that hard. It's like, hey, so what is this product? And Mando, you would have loved this. I know you specifically would have really like loved this one. Yeah. And I wrote a quote. It was like, it's a podcastless podcast. It's a place for you and your friends to post videos and cut them and post them on a feed. Unlike Instagram, it's not censored, but we have X. Like X is the least censored platform on earth. And they're promoting it on X, right? And it's like, yet again, we're promoting another platform. And it's because these VCs have backing. And then he's like, we've been building this for 3 years. We have seed funding. And then even Thread guy went on and it's like, so what's the product? And they couldn't explain it. So if you've been building a product for 3 years and can't explain it, it's kind of like, what the hell? And then people like, yeah, for example, Trap Lord here, right? Chat to you, but he's like, KC funny on my bag, but he's not funning. He's asking like, yo, what is it? Like, he's asking because he's a creator, right? He's like the OG creator. He's like, yo, what does this thing do? And he's like, you know, so I'm not discounting the fact that this product could be something, but come on, guys, like at $250 million, like we gotta like, you know.
Yeah. I think you have to evaluate Jelly separately than the entire concept of internet capital markets.
Yes.
So like I got in around 7, I added at 20, I sold all the way up, ended out at 140.
Well done. I love this.
Like, and I'm a person who will hold. Like, I'm not just a scalp trader. Like, I'm actually very bad about back holding too long.
You're a proper community member.
But like, I was in chats with people who were listening to Space, and they're just like, these guys don't have a plan. The product doesn't sound that good. So like in this particular instance, I thought this product was severely overvalued for what it was. But I don't think that it means that every founder who tries to launch this way is just a grift or has no idea. Right?
100%.
Probably a way to bootstrap a community via a token and build a base. I don't know that we've seen it play out yet.
I feel like what it really is just it just shows that people wanted to. This is the new thing that people want to gamble on, right? Like I really don't look at this and go like, what's the fair valuation? I think I look at this as a bunch of influencers bought this, and it's just the runner of the day, right? And that got to 150, 200 million. Like replace that with just a meme or whatever. Like it's just was right place, right time, right people got in, pushed it. Like I don't think this thing's worth anything. Like what is the coin? Like what it like
nothing. It's
It
worth
is.
nothing.
Problem, right? It's like,
But that's
you
why
know,
that's why Tyler's mindset is right at the time. Like at 6 million, you don't look at the fair valuation, but at 200 million, then
Right.
you ask yourself, hey, and he did the right thing, right? And selling it at that point.
100%. I just think that people are going to look at it like that. I think with the AI coins, I at least had a view of how the coin could work. With some of these now, I think you're going to see that like increasingly stretched to just being like, it's just named after our brand, you know?
Yeah.
And
yeah, I think Vine's gonna be the case to study to follow because I think it looks like they are trying to do something.
Vine MLGs are another one that's tied to a brand. Still don't have any, but I'm just saying like it's tied to like a culture that was built around a brand.
that's true.
You know, like it's true. Like Vine and MLG are defunct, right? But there's like the actual
Well,
companies.
I think somebody owns MLG. I think
Yeah, no, they do. I guess what I'm trying to say is like Jellyj is like new, but tied to older brands that have existed and have deep roots. Maybe it works out. Like the Vine launch seems to have been a little better to me, even though I didn't play it. But
I know what I would do if I was the GameStop owner right now.
oh baby, dude, GameStop. 1 second, let's pause there. GME, how high is GME going? If these fuckers launch a meme coin,
I mean, I don't. Surely people are into them. I mean, I would. I'd be into them being like, look,
I would buy the fuck out of it.
it's probably going to be worth more than the market cap of the company if you do this.
Even AMC too, right? AMC should do it as well.
What's the GME market cap right now? It's 12 billion. I think it probably goes to $1 billion plus. Something like GME, like the official GME coin.
I think it was like $2 billion. Like
Depends on the float and everything, right? Like
yeah,
bundled it and whatnot, it could probably pass.
I mean, Trump went to $75 billion.
I think then you've got to consider what do you want to own any coin, knowing that GME coin might come. Like imagine the scenes of the trenches the day that GME launches.
I think a few people kind of have been giving that take a little bit. I think Wiz shared similar sentiment last night. It's almost like, does it make sense to be holding a lot of these tokens other than like what you think are like the actual winners?
Yeah.
Just keep a big bag of Sol or whatever your stables.
Yeah, you gotta have Sol at all times. It's so true.
And I mean, it's an interesting way.
That's true. You gotta have Sol. You have to be flexible at all times. You gotta have Solana ready to fire.
Or be prepared for like massive volatility. You know, like
that as well.
Altcoins went up and down on this Trump stuff, and then it's now kind of recovered. It's done. I know it's down a lot since Trump. Like it's definitely bounced.
Well, it's down a lot since the Andy, terrorist attack on Farcoin.
I like MLG, for example, right now as like a coin which is above 100 million, let's say in that class. I think this coin has got new users. I reckon they'll get people into it, and I reckon it can go to 500 million to $1 billion, that coin. Like I do think that. But at the same time, I know that like if the what's it called coin? If GME's coin launches, then that coin could like halve.
Yeah, because the same crowd.
Well, it's just this like everyone's just gonna sell it for sure. Like I think we're in that world, which is why I like Radium. I woke up this morning and I was like, fuck, I missed it. And then I was like, oh, but Radium's up.
Yeah, I felt like you, and then I looked at JLP and I was like, well, I'm actually up a lot of money.
Well, JLP's similar because obviously more people on chain means more perp trading as well. But I put out a chart earlier today. I don't know if you saw that chart. I
did not.
The pump coins overlaid.
Had the Radium chart to pump fund launches. Did it about 3 hours ago. I mean, yeah. This is just going to be the same chart because obviously, like, they are very, very linked in terms of the
picks and shovels.
Well, and all these coins migrate into Radium, right?
Yep.
So, I think Radium does better when you have more winners, which is why I did really well in Trump. Whereas Pump Fund, it doesn't really matter if you have winners at the moment. Like Pump Fund, it's kind of just like how much gambling we have versus how much long-term value is necessarily created. Whereas I feel like Radium's a bit more like on the long-term value. It will probably be linked more to the plus the total market cap of Solana meme coins. But I do think there are some picks and Jupiter now becomes another one, but we still don't know their fees. And I still think JLP and Hyperliquid probably are not bad ones either. For this Hyperliquid.
Yeah, you got
Hyperliquid. Tyler, you gotta. This is yours, baby. You've been all over this one.
I mean, it looked like it had been ranging in this channel for basically like the last month, and the bullish headlines kept pouring in, but it really wasn't breaking out. We've seen a whole lot of chop in markets, but it looks like it finally might be breaking out of the channel here. I saw it at 2780. You know, as our show was going live, Jeff and team that continue to build out. I think they're bringing Bitcoin onto, I think Spot is coming. That's one of the next big updates.
Dude, these guys are cooking, man.
And like it or not, he talks about the token quite a bit. And
I like that.
They buy it back, how there's this ongoing buy pressure. So it does feel like, I mean, this is the class of next gen DeFi, right? It's Radium, Jupiter, Hype. And now you see other protocols starting to get it. So Tensor made their announcement yesterday.
Yeah.
They didn't go as far as saying buybacks, but they're going to take 50% of Vector's fees for their treasury. Yeah, look at that. I mean, that looks like a breakout to me, at least.
Yeah, it looks good. $50. What do we think?
Well,
here's my next range.
It made more money than Ethereum yesterday, and it's buying back the token with its revenue.
What do you see in all these revenues? Is he here? Pardon me?
Moon would asked why shouldn't Hype be valued more than Ethereum? If it's
he's asking the right questions though, right?
The right questions. These are the questions we need to be asking.
It's a business, and it's a market cap valuation based on the business's revenue. No.
Well, I think there's multiple ways to value chains. For example, you could say, why is Tron not valued more than Solana? Tron makes more money than pretty much every other chain.
This is true.
Part of this is to do with the size of the network, like the actual currency behind it. And the number of daily users of Hype is actually like less than 10,000 people.
Wow, look at Tether. Radium, sorry. Fees. Down.
7 day. Just compare them over 7 days.
I'm on 30 days here, and Radium's like really high up there. Wow. Jito.
Yeah, Jito makes fees. But Pump Fund obviously is making a lot. But Hyperliquid, where's ETH?
I don't even know. So where do I go? On DeFi Llama, right?
You're on the right place. You're in the right place. You're in the right place.
So it's here, right? Protocol rankings.
Well, this is protocol rankings. Go to the left-hand side column and go down. Down. There's one called fees. Down.
Fees and revenue.
Yeah, simple.
There you go. There we go. That's what I was looking for. There you go.
So Hyperliquid did make more than Ethereum yesterday.
Yeah,
but
right there.
At the same time, like a lot of things made more than Hyperliquid.
It's like true, eh? Wow, there's a lot of stuff above it.
Right.
Doesn't this make you turbo bullish Solana? Literally number 2 is Meteora, Jito, Solana, Radium. Like, and then number 9, Photon. Like in the top 10, half of it is Solana based.
Yeah.
Fuck.
That's where all the action is.
This thing's going $1,000.
Undeniable.
There's another question for you too.
But we gotta get through the unlocks.
Yeah. I have another question for you too. You know how a lot of people like have been like criticizing Pump Fund? What if Pump Fund like drops this token, turns the revenue thing model on, like the buyback stuff, and they've already made a lot of money, so they can definitely afford to do that from here forward with the high fees. What happens then?
Everyone
are they going to do a token?
Surely.
I would.
They don't. By the way, they as a founder, they don't need to. These guys are.
They don't need to.
They don't need to.
I would not do the token if I ran their business. At the same, I think that people don't look at it like the other side is that they're locking up a ton of Sol. So we've already spoken about that on this show. Like I don't know how much Solana is locked up now in earn LPs, but it's not small.
Yeah, it is a lot. All right. Well, look, we'll see what happens on Pump Fund side. Tyler, what else you got for us? Just one thing. This morning, just I don't know if you saw, but Michael Saylor made it to the cover of Forbes. Usually, historically, this has not been great for our industry, but pray to God, this time is different. And that Saylor will break the Forbes cover curse here, because the last people were what? SBF. And before that, I think it was just like Forbes cover curse that people post about all the time. So. But anyways, you absolutely love to see that. Quickly, rafflebot.xyz. If you want to enter a chance to win a CryptoPunk today on the show, rafflebot.xyz. Sign up there. Make sure you sign up, y'all. And the code is bullish. BULLISH. BULLISH on rafflebot.xyz. Tyler, what else you got for us this morning?
Yeah, we're talking alts. So I want to get into this SWE news because we didn't have a chance to get into it yesterday. But big news out of the SWE ecosystem. SWE now available in beta on Phantom Wallet. This means users can add SWE to their Phantom Wallet, giving initial features like adding SWE addresses, sending, receiving, swapping SWE tokens, and other fungible tokens directly in the Phantom app. You can view transaction history, price charts, and detect tokens that you already have. That is just day one functionality. More is on the way. Cross-chain swaps, NFT support, ability to buy SWE via MoonPay. Shout out to MoonPay. So stay tuned for more. I do want to talk a little bit about why this matters. So if you aren't familiar with Phantom numbers, I think if you listen to the show, you probably are. Phantom has 15 million monthly active users, over $850 million in on-chain transactions, 25 billion in self-custody assets.
Wow.
Huge numbers. Now, SWE is part of that ecosystem. It's a big unlock for users. It's a big unlock for capital. I know for me personally, I don't like to manage a lot of different wallet providers. I like to use Phantom. I'm still forced to use MetaMask, and I haven't migrated off of that. Now I can access SWE with Phantom. It's easier for me to dive in. I think more folks are going to do that. Just chatting with folks like Peter, Underexposed. He's been very interested in the SWE ecosystem. It's another access point, and I think folks are still kind of looking and exploring for what there is to do out there. But this is a step that helps people get on that journey. And as we think about like next gen DeFi and this new trend, there is a huge cohort of people who are tired of meme coins and don't want to trade them. They want to shift to buying something that's a little bit more tangible. Hype, Jupe, Ray have been leading that conversation, but I do think some of the leading chains will fall into that conversation as well. And SWE's been doing well. It's up 14% today. So clearly one of the best rebounders. Back over $4.
Jesus.
It's a top 15 crypto token.
They keep trying to call SWE top, dude, and they keep missing it. A lot of people keep trying to say it's top, and it just keeps on going.
This is the one that got away. I remember showing up to the show every day when it was below $1. And Mando talking about it, and it was like 75 cents. And I knew like this is the time to build the bag, and just didn't do it.
Yeah, no, I agree. Shout out to the SWE team. I mean, if you were on the show, you would have seen this coming, because they literally, partner with us, came on the show, announced a partnership with Phantom, announced a partnership with Backpack, and now today it's there. Remember, they came on here. The head of marketing, head of partnerships, came on the show and discussed exactly that with us. So really could have seen that coming. Shout out to that team. Great people. Honestly, just all around really good people over there. So love to see that. Can we look into what's happening with this Russ Albright thing?
Sure.
Have you?
Yeah.
Like,
I just saw what you put in the chat.
Yeah, I sent you guys. It's like, look at this. Russ Albright. So that's per Arkham. Russ Albright lost $12 million on Pump Fund. Russ Albright, or someone with access to his wallets, just accidentally nuked the price of a Pump Fund coin sent to him while trying to provide liquidity on Radium. Because he initialized the liquidity pool at the wrong price, $1.5 million of the token, 5% supply, was instantly taken by MEV bot, then sold into the existing pool. Then he did it again and lost another $10.5 million, 35% of the supply. Russ Albright's Solana donation address received 50% of supply of Ross token from the developer last week. Russ tried to add single-sided liquidity to sell the coins off passively, but accidentally created a pool with Radium CPMM, constant product market maker, instead of CLMM, concentrated liquidity market maker. The MVV bot that took the coins managed to sell them off for over $600,000, sending the price down by 90% in the process. Despite losing 40% of the supply, Ross still holds 10% of the token in a separate address with LP correctly added in Radium concentrated liquidity, currently worth $200,000. Whoa,
That is tough.
Not great.
that sucks.
I think he's probably been through worse.
I mean, yeah, I think his freedom is worth more than any amount of money here for him, but wow. The chain is ruthless, boys.
I'm just not really a fan of these. Like, let's donate to this person.
Of course, yeah.
I mean,
It always claps back at them, bro. Like the other day, they were attacking the poor dude, Basement Ron, like for selling coins because they donated to him. It's like, dude, what do you fucking expect? Like, you know what I mean?
Doing a FOMO hour donation coin.
You're not gonna put me in any predicament here.
Justice for FOMO.
Is it?
Justice for broke.
Justice for FOMO.
FOMO.
Mando's trying to get me in trouble here. God forbid, bro. God forbid someone does this to us, and then I saw this shit. Dude, wow, that's fucking sucks, dude. I mean, it's not like he had the 12 mil, right? It's 12 mil value that was erased. Is that what it is?
It seems that way. I mean,
it's not like he lost $12 million of his money. Right.
Yeah, it kind of is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is. Wow, that's pretty crazy. All right, Tyler, what else you got for us?
Maybe we can dig into the AI sector a little bit. We haven't really talked about it in a week. I kind of went there when Mando was going through his quick overview.
There's only one.
I'm a bit surprised we haven't seen larger rebounds in some of these, if I'm being honest. And I think it perhaps goes to that issue with like Wiz and others who just kind of want to be sidelined and sold right now. We're up 10% on the day. I'll be honest, I was expecting more along the lines of 20 to 30%. Fartcoin had a huge run, like arguably like the top winner on the list. It's back to like $1.25 or so. A lot of these new launches are just bleeding out. Like VVV is down.
Sucks.
Bad. That Rift token launched right before our show yesterday. It went 70 to 250 and then back to 70. So what's the Rift token? The Rift token's $8, so that hit 24. So it's already did its first 70% pullback. It's hard to get in on these new tokens because they're going up so far so fast. And then a lot of our leaders, like they're starting to show some signs of rebound, but not super strong. It's like ARK briefly went back to 440 yesterday, but then it sold off last night.
Where is it? There it is. ARK. Yeah. I have an opposite take than you guys. Like, I am not surprised that AI16 in these coins are not rebounding. I think I've been even saying it to you guys. Like, I think a lot of these were cooked and overvalued when they went to like above $1.5–2 billion. And I think that all these utility coins and VC coins are only going to hurt the utility coins, because I rather on the utility side on what you guys are talking about when Tyler talking about hype, man, talk about Ray, and when I think AI, I'm sorry, I'm gonna keep talking my bag, but like I rather own Fartcoin because it has memetics and at least it's funny and it's away from all the VVV and jelly shit. Like it's like there's none of that bullshit going on, like teams and the Coinbase and the aerodromes and there's no external thing, and the only external thing that could have hurt us is now fully gone on top of that. So for me, I'm seeing these coins finally slowly retrace back to valuation that they should have had in the first place, or even shouldn't. And that they will be replaced by better models and better AI and better tech and better teams, you know? But you're telling me now AI CCCs on CNBC, that also changes a few things. Like I told you when I started tweeting about the Eliza rebrand, I texted you, I was like, yo, that's I think the most bullish news I've seen from them in a minute. So it could be wrong, but
I think they've got levers to turn their version of a fee switch on. So yeah. I think we'll see iteration. I'm not ready to write up the death of these leaders.
Yeah.
But it's a challenging period. I mean, it doesn't inspire a whole lot of confidence.
I mean, are you guys comfortable buying these coins? Like, I think Mando, you and I were talking about this. Like, you were saying, "Oh, these are coins I like here," and my answer, Mando, was even me, like the turbo bull that's always like trigger happy. I was like, I'm not comfortable buying coins yet. Now the Powell stuff yesterday and the change of data and all this stuff, like that changed a bit in my mind, and I could be more trigger happy. I'm gonna wait one more weekend, Tyler, the infamous Sunday Monday, but I'm still uncomfortable, like just going heavy into some coins here. It's weird coming from me, no? This is not. I'm not myself. I have fever.
JLP Maxi now.
I am a full blown JLP Maxi man. You have shown me the way to preserving wealth.
I think it makes complete and utter sense. I think what I was bullish on was that DeepSeek wasn't going to be bearish for open source AI.
I forgot even DeepSeek happened.
That's what I was saying at that time. But remember, that came off the back of a long period of people being super bearish on owning coins, like we've just said. Like, forget all the other narratives. Those narratives have just accelerated the decline of certain bits of the market, right? Like, DeepSeek shouldn't have been bearish for AI coins, but we just hammered them anyway, because of the bigger bit, which is that we're about to see a huge amount of token creation from arguably maybe bigger, more established companies, brands, people that people want to save their liquidity for. So people have been generally selling down any existing holding, because after Trump, like, everyone knows that it could be. I mean, this thing was not even jelly is not a big. It's just some random thing. Like, I'm telling you right now, in 1 year's time, no one would have said the word jelly for 6, 9, maybe like a full 12 months. This may be the only time that anyone ever mentions jelly. But there'll be another one. I mean, what have we had over the last week? Let's go through it. Or last 2 weeks, maybe. We had Trump. We've had Melania. Then we had the whole, like, Baron. Like, was he going to drop a coin? But then didn't, obviously, or who knows. My daughter's here.
Vine was a big.
Which one?
Vine.
Vine, yeah. MLG. This last one, Jelly. FAFO ran for like 12 hours, but still went to like 95 mil.
Well, VVV would be the other one.
VVV.
Right? VVV's
Rift yesterday to 200 mil. You can't discount that.
Yeah, so like, I think new launches of particularly with some sort of AI.
Yeah, GFM, that GoFundMe yesterday, that pump fund competitor apparently went to 100 plus.
No, but I mean, like, even established, like, someone big.
Oh, okay, sorry, I thought you meant coins.
Like, no, I just mean, like, you've maybe heard of the brand or the founder before, like Eric Voorhees, you've heard of, potentially this Venmo founder you've heard of, and then it's other, like, relatively famous people. Yeah. I think we're just going to get that every week. It's going to be at least 2 or 3 a week.
I mean, we said that, right? Trump opened the floodgates, right?
Right. So then, do you want to own any of your coins right now? That's what you really got to question, right? Like, I think that's what everyone's doing. That is. I'd
rather play blackjack, honestly, than the pump fund casino right now. I'm not gonna lie. I
think what's happened is, like, I've been looking at, like, I've been consolidating a lot of my AI bags. Like, I had like 20, 25 tokens. It was too many. Because there was a month or so there where that was the sector to play, because a lot of those you were hitting the 5 million to 20 million or the 10 to 40. Mm-hmm. And those moves aren't really happening nearly as much right now. So I think people are kind of cleaning house a little bit. They're moving out tokens, and
a lot of people are stabled or like sidelined because of that reason. I mean, I spoke to a few traders. I read what Min said, because I know Min's been having a very good cycle. And he was telling me, like, I'm heavily not sidelined, but like stabled, because so I can be flexible when the play comes. And he cooked yesterday on the jelly. I know Thread Guy he had a clip go viral saying he's like 80% or something. I don't know. I'm not like, and a lot of people. I have the most amount of risk off than I've ever had in my history of me existing on Earth. You know?
You think you're risk off, but you're not. This is the point.
I'm not risk off. I'm the lowest risk for me. JLP is insanely low risk.
Yeah, but it's also, I guess you own majors with the 70% APY.
I mean, fuck, is that real? I mean, dude, like 2 weeks ago, I was like 99% meme coins.
I know, but like, I don't know. It's just funny. It's funny how people like.
It's funny. Crypto people will be like, JLP's risk off, but like an asset manager will come and be like, dude, this is like high risk.
Yeah, you own the perp liquidity token at 30 like 30 to 60% APY every single week.
Yeah, we were pushing 67% APY, I think, until yesterday. On Earn, 35.78 now. Dude,
Yeah, it's the best token out there, man.
fucking
You,
cooking,
I'm
bro.
telling you right now, and even if if you've lost money over the last few months, you're like, I'm just done. Right, put it into JLP. I have never seen, apart from like obviously you can get rugged. Let's say they somehow find a way to get into the JLP vaults or something like that. Like it's still DeFi to a certain extent, but it's very, very few assets are going to beat a pool of majors with 70% or like 30 to 70% APY. Like very, very, very few.
Yeah, I agree. All right, well, look, this is a really good breakdown. Damn, there's some good bits here, man. You guys, I hope you guys are listening in the audience because there's some, we're pretty aligned here. It seems like everyone's scared of the next big token that's going to be dropped by, like, Nikita Beer. I think he's trolling, but if he does it, bro, what happens to all the AI bags, Tyler, and all these coins we're talking about?
I want to add one piece of nuance. So I do think that's what's happening to 90% of the coins.
Okay.
But I just think, like, for me personally, like, I am taking profits to some of the leaders. So, like, I did add to ARK yesterday because I think ARK is going to be a winner of the Solana AI meta. I think people are clearly buying Fartcoin. It's up 50% off the bottom yesterday. So I think you can still have some winners, but across the board, people aren't just shoving their chips into the AI sector and buying the board right now. For the run of the day. It seems like Nikita Beer is going to launch a token. Everyone watch out for fakes. It's going to be a big one.
If he does, because he also is like an edgelord.
Who is that?
He's he's a founder. He's actually, this guy's a proper like fund, like VC, like founder.
I see his comments. He always takes a piss out of like VCs, right?
Yeah, he's a funny guy. He's a founder. He founded a TBH app that he sold like for like 100 mil plus to like Facebook day one, and then he's founded a few other things, made some good investment. But he's also like an incredible shit poster. And yeah, but I don't know, dude. It's
I think he was on Friendtech, which that might be the alpha, and looking for which of these types of VCs might be more likely to launch.
I think Jason Calacanis is going to be the next one to drop a token. And my reasoning behind it is because he hates it so much. His cop out is going to be like, I wanted to show you how stupid this crypto thing is.
All in will do. All in could it very easy to do it.
Well, yes and no, because David Sachs is crypto Caesar, so he does have to be a little more careful, I think.
All right, then we have to do a coin. FOMO our coin.
Brother, you've already launched a coin on the fucking show. You want to do it again? I mean, ticker sign FOMO is not bad.
Moving on.
Sims, we all know you'll make money from it. You'll be in and out.
Just a good trader, man. That's all I am.
I could actually see the all-in guys, because like Sachs just defined meme coins as collectibles. Like they could launch a collectible meme coin. Why not?
Yeah, I think if they were to do it all in, like with Sachs officially, it would be a little more structured. But I could see Jason Calacanis just start up a Twitter Spaces and making a coin and just dunking on us. And that's part of what pisses me off the most. But that's just from again, founder hat that pisses me off. Like I'm just like, call Loxy yesterday. I'm like, what are we doing? Like we're busting ass here every day, catching strays left and right, and like it's actually not that easy. And then these people come in and dunk on us instead of talking $200 million. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Anyways, shall we go to not a coin, a collectible? I like that. Yeah, this is fancy. Like the Winnie the Pooh meme, like collectible. It's not a meme coin, it's collectible. Speaking of which, you guys want to rip like a 1999 like Pokemon first edition box or something?
What?
It's $185,000. I'm trying to find like 3 people to split it with.
It's not my thing.
If we get a Charizard, we're like 2x, bro.
I've heard that
we can make a lot of money. All right, DPT DRS. DPT deep dive. DPT DRS. Are you here? You won. Do you want to join the stage? We need you to join the stage. DPT DRS. DPT DRS. I love this banner. What a banner. I'm too sober for this shit. DPT DRS. They're here. All right. All right, Deep That, what up? Deep That? Is this a real person?
It looks like they're back listening.
I see that on stage. Is this a real person? I don't know if they're a real person. I'm not even. Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yes, how you doing? Congrats, you won. Shit, my app. Oh, hold on here.
Sounds legit.
I have no idea what's going on here. We have like a measures anti-bots and like anti like this stuff, and then it's like it looks like the bot may have gone through here.
And this person tweets. I'm scrolling through their feed.
We've got in trouble for this before.
I don't know, man.
I have mic issues.
Books is requesting his picture, just laughing at me, just sending me fucking like laughing emojis. This looks like someone gamed the system again. Like this is feeling very bottish to me. Sims, aren't we supposed to have measures?
I'm asking in the back, but I think we're good. I don't know.
I don't think we're good. You said it's
No?
minimum following 500. What's going on here? Huh? What's going on here? What are we doing, boys? Mando, Tyler. No mutuals, following no one, less than 500 following. It's one. This is a fucking bot.
No, I'm not a bot. I'm a rogue.
I'm freaked out.
Oh, that was so good.
I mean, this is a tough one.
I don't know. This is a bot. I'm removing it.
Let's
Sorry,
go.
guys. I'm going to be the asshole here. I'm going to make the executive decision. We're re-rolling because we have a ton of like filters in place and I don't know how that person managed to break through them. There is 0 followings, mutual followings. Absolutely nothing. No mutuals, nothing going on. It's someone like there's something really weird going on here. So sorry, guys. I think I have to make the executive decision of moving forward.
What I think we should do is, because there was an issue with the linking as well today, so just for safety, we'll roll it over to 2 tomorrow and we'll double check that the bot's all good.
No. We're rolling today. We're not
You
rolling.
sure?
Yeah, dude. We're not
All
rolling
right.
for tomorrow. We're not pushing things out. Come on, guys. All right. Roll it again. Reroll.
Reroll.
Here
Reroll.
we go.
People are liking the decision.
Of course they are. They get some more.
No, because I know the filters, and I know that person didn't pass the filters. Here we go. Pradeep Web3. Congratulations. Pradeep Web3. And I know you're real, because I see you in my comments. Here we go. Pradeep Web3. Here we go. There we go. I know this person's real because I actually see that person in my comments. So Pradeep Web3, request to speak. Sorry, y'all. Sometimes, you gotta make executive decisions sitting in the seat, sitting in my seat. And today I made the decision, the executive order, to switch this over. What up, Pradeep? There you go. This is a proper person that tweets out, follows what 2,000. I have 22 mutuals. There you go. What up, Pradeep?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. You ready to win some money?
Yes, I'm ready. Thank you.
All right, let's go. Let's fucking go.
What happened to the sound?
I don't know. And you win a red guy. Congratulations. We're going to reach out to you. You just made $1,700. Love to see that. Boom.
Thanks, bro.
You're very welcome. Well, there you go.
Chance
See,
excitement.
I know people don't get excited red guys anymore. It's kind of sad. I feel bad. You know, but there you go. Congratulations, Pradeep. We'll reach out to you. Look, I know that person's real. There's 22 mutuals, and some people in the audience saying congratulations, Pradeep, because they seem to know him. So you absolutely love to see that, fellow listener. And yeah, so we're gonna review those filters here in the background, and yeah, I'll add some Rug Radio NFTs. I don't want to add some Rug Radio NFTs because then you guys are not happy winning them. It's the lowest thing. So I keep it a red guy. with that, we'll see y'all tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the episode of FOMO Hour on Rug Radio. Let's go.